beautiful. Yes. Feel the excitement in the room, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Live at the Commonwealth. Yeah. The Commonwealth Games. They're finally here. Can you feel the excitement? It's been a long 4 years since the last Games, but finally, who can forget the last Games? Whenever they were held. Now they're here in Glasgow. It is exciting. Give me a cheer if you've bought tickets. That's good. 3 or 4 of you there. Big guy clapping. What's your name, sir? Connor. Nice to see you, Connor. Good man. What have you got tickets to go and see? The what? The opening ceremony. That's great. There was a bit of a dilemma about that. The opening. We planned to blow up the Red Road flats. That was the opening ceremony idea. Somebody suggested that. That's quite realistic. No, we don't have delusions of grandeur in this city. We're never going to compete with Danny Boyle's 2012 London Olympic masterpiece. Let's just blow up some high-rise flats. That idea, that was dismissed far too quickly. That's the kind of stuff we excel at in Glasgow. We need to play to our strengths. Not like, maybe not blowing up high-rise flats, but like a bonfire or something. No, bonfire night. Imagine a united Glasgow, the one big bonfire for the opening ceremony. Mental uncles arriving in transit vans with wooden pallets, piling them on. We'll let the Queen chuck a can of Lynx Africa on top of it. There was a fiasco. Don't know if we've seen that. A ticket fiasco. That's what they call it when it's not a crisis or a tragedy. It's just a fiasco. That's when local news reporters start showing up at people's houses to film them in their bedrooms, sitting on their PC, going, "Oh yeah, I just think Ticketmaster should hang their heads in shame." It's just the organising committee. It's embarrassing, you know. The eyes of the world are on Scotland right now, and some of you guys sitting with his big gutted face on. His page cannot be displayed. Just him going. I just wonder what our Commonwealth cousins are going to make of it. Or just our Commonwealth cousins, guys from Rwanda and Botswana. They've never had a fiasco. That's tragedy in crisis place. They're not talking about the Glasgow ticket fiasco. What do you make of that? Oh, I missed that. I was too busy walking 95 miles to find clean drinking water. Anybody else? You get any tickets? Yes. Over at the back there. What are you going to see? You're going to see the swimming, the athletics and the boxing. Good, that's good to see. An eclectic mix. Who's Scotland's big swimming hope? Michael Jamieson. Yes, he's there. He won the silver in London. He's going back. Hopefully he gets the gold. I'd love to see Michael Jamieson get on that gold podium, getting back to grassroots level Scottish swimming. He'll standing there with JD Sports string bag. Be a proud day for Scottish swimming. A slice of caramel cake and a slush puppy. Talking to the silver medalist. If you get any hair gel, mate, I've got it back, mate. No, a lot of big names have cancelled. A lot of the stars of 2012 have cancelled, pulled out. Sir Chris Hoy, he's retired. Jessica Ennis, she's cancelled. She's pregnant. That's a pretty feeble excuse. As if the people at the East End of Glasgow have never seen a pregnant woman sprinting before. That should be an event. That would sell some tickets. Pregnant women chasing their boyfriends with a pool cue. We would excel at that as a nation. Who else is cancelled? Who else? Jessica Ennis, she's cancelled. Oscar Pistorius, he's cancelled. He's got enough on his plate, that guy. I watched that trial on holiday. That's the kind of holidays I go on these days. I just get sunstroke in the water park on the first day, then spend 6 days on a sofa bed watching Sky News, eating the local crisps. I don't feel too good. Somebody go to the shop, get me a packet of Ruffles. Jamon flavour. This is great, just getting away from everything, eating some Jamon flavour Ruffles, watching a murder trial, can't he beat it? I watched it, his stories, just to let him keep talking. He thought an intruder had broke into his bathroom. That's the first place they're going to go. Go and steal all his bath bombs. I thought they were trying to get my Mr. Matey, my lady. Just to let let him keep talking, see what else he had to say. All right, I'll tell you the truth. I was bursting for a shite. And she was taking fucking ages. And I told her, put your makeup on in the bedroom. I was touching cloth, Your Honour. I was touching cloth and I panicked. I'm sorry. Have we got any of our Commonwealth cousins in Australia? Have we got Canada in the audience? One guy. What part of Canada are you from, sir? Easterhouse. Yeah. Are you genuinely Canadian, sir? Yeah. How long have you been in Glasgow? 10 years. 10 year. That's what we say. Year. You don't say years in Glasgow. 10 year. None of that plural shite. You get a very honest game of Scrabble in this city. Years? Nah, he's not getting 5 for that. Nah. It's not even a word. 10 years. Who says that? 10 year. Yes, 10 years. So you're not obviously here just for the Commonwealth Games unless you arrived really early. Unless you anticipated the ticket fiasco. I'm trying to think of other Commonwealth countries. St Vincent and the Grenadines in the room. Tuvalu. Anybody? The British Virgin Islands. There we go. One woman at the back there. I doubt that's where you're from there, darling. The British Virgin Islands. That just reminds me of getting a hard time at geography in school. And when a nutcase in your class was studying a map and he seen it, British Virgin Islands, that's where you should from. That's where you... Oh, shut up. Shut up. You're a VL, Virgin Lips. It cost £500 million. That's how much it's cost to put on. I can understand the World Cup making a bit of money. No, but there's not going to be like 15,000 Sri Lankan table tennis fans in George Square the whole day, boozing and then heading into Scotstoun Leisure Centre. Running battles with the police, tear gas getting fired, 14 arrests for minor offences. We're getting even exploiting them. That hotels are charging over the odds £1,000. Some hotel was trying to charge for a night. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm getting fed up with hotels, fed up checking in, just getting. They always break bad news to you as soon as you arrive. Unfortunately, sir, the Wi-Fi is only available in the lobby area. Was it all right to masturbate in the lobby? What is the point in free Wi-Fi in the lobby? I might exercise my right to use the Wi-Fi in the lobby, and the hotel manager, he can deal with the negative reviews on TripAdvisor. The websites I visit, that's between me and my browsing cookies. He can deal with the reviews. Oh, the rooms were spacious, the location was great, the staff were delightful. But unfortunately, there was a Scottish bloke ripping the head off it in the lobby. It was a tad disconcerting. In fact, it was bloody disgusting. There was nothing subtle about it. He had his denims at his ankles, he was using both hands, he was just going for it. We won't be back. As it is, live at the Commonwealth, we have put together a lineup of world-class comedians. We're kicking off with this man. You're going to absolutely love him. Please make some noise for the wonderful Simon Evans.
Thank you very much. Good evening. How the hell are you? Are you well? Splendid. What a beautiful theatre. Very nice to be here. I am here representing the Commonwealth nation of England. Yes. Which you may well know from the well-known phrase or saying, anyone but England. A popular rallying cry, I believe. It is a delight to be here, and very easy, I have to say. I live in Brighton and Hove on the south coast of England, south of London, if you can conceive of such a thing. And yet I live near Gatwick Airport. I was here in just under 2 hours, door to door. Extraordinary. Only this morning I was bent double down at the allotment. And if my wife doesn't like me referring to it as that, she should damn well tidy herself up a bit down there. But, thank you. She's not terribly fond of that joke, my wife. It's a shame, because it does tickle me. But, so I have been invited to speak on the subject of the Commonwealth Games, and clearly Commonwealth fever has gripped Glasgow. I wasn't sure whether it would have, but I was walking down Sauchiehall Street earlier, popped into the branch of Greg's and for a little snack, little healthy snack. And they were offering beverages, various beverages in bottles with a sports cap. This was in part of the Commonwealth drive for fitness. The kind of bottle you can open with your teeth so you don't have to dismount from your bicycle at that crucial stage of your triathlon. I don't think that's a priority for your average Greg's customer, is it? The sports cap. Possibly if you've got a fag on the go in the other hand, that's quite handy, I don't know. I think I'll start selling next little pasties with a clip you can put on your track shorts and a long straw you can suck the gravy out while you're going over the hurdles. I don't know if that's... But despite the fact that it would be easy to mock the Commonwealth Games, I'm actually genuinely looking forward to it. It will be a relief, apart from anything else, as an Englishman, to see England competing in a sporting event in which not every encounter is treated as a chance to revisit some military defeat or victory. Football, basically, for England fans, is purely about battles. Germany and Argentina are the only two games we're really interested in. It's a shame the Daleks haven't got a side, to be honest. It's terribly depressing, whereas France, who have a perfectly decent side, we have no interest in playing because in the last two wars we helped them out. So even though they may defeat us calamitously on the football field, we still regard them as children and just ruffle their hair. We used to hate the French with great passion. The language is full of expressions which give you a clue as to how we felt about the French. French letter, French leave, French twat. Whereas big athletic events like the Commonwealth Games are marvellous. We have a bit of an ongoing rivalry with Australia. Australians are a fine people. They are constantly badgered with the old idea. The old joke is that Australians are all descended from convicts, of course. This is the joke. And if you go through immigration in Australia and they say, do you have a criminal record? And you're supposed to say, oh, I didn't think you still needed one. So I do like the big athletics events. London 2012 Olympics was a marvellous time. It brought the country together. Nobody really anticipated just how great it would be. All sorts of wonderful memories. Mo Farah, Jessica Ennis winning their various medals. Probably for most people the highlight would be Boris Johnson dangling from a broken zip wire for half an hour, bobbing gently in the breeze like a big fat blonde Tory piñata. If only they'd given the kids underneath him a couple of baseball bats. They could have had the eaten mess out of him there and then, couldn't they, and finished the job off. But it did. Sporting events like that, they can inspire a generation. This is a fact. We have the leisure time, we have the money to follow our athlete heroes and to indulge our fantasies. Didn't happen to my father, certainly not in his generation. He would never have thought of putting on lycra leggings and going cycling through the Sussex Downs with his cock and balls in obvious relief pressed against his inner thigh, like I do. And he certainly would never have gone to a gym and had a half-hour induction course to learn how to walk up a mechanical hill for half an hour. He used to get out there in the garden and he hoed and he dug and he weeded, and as a result, by the time he was 40, his back was fucked. Couldn't stand upright without a stepladder after a couple of hours out there, but we had our own radishes. That was important to him. Folks, you've been a delight. Thanks very much indeed for taking care. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Simon Evans! We're going to crack on with the international lineup all the way from Canada. She's fantastic, she's superb. Give it up, please, for Catherine Ryan.
Hello. Hi, I love Glasgow. I have to tell you, it is one of my favorite cities in the world. I spent about a month here this year for work, and you're so friendly, so funny, just so good to me. Thank you for that. I'm a Canadian living in London, so I am not used to it. Not at all. That's what you and I have in common. Obnoxious neighbors who like starting wars. Hey. Now, my dad's from Ireland. That makes me half legend. Yes, ma'am. Or is it myth? Who knows? The Irish give their children too many names. Too many names. All I wanted to be growing up was Stephanie. Stephanie. No, I'd be playing in the garden, called in for lunch like this. Catherine, Mary Louise, Roisin, Ryan. I was not quintuplets. That was just me. There's too many names. It's brave as an Irish person to think of all the names you know and give them to your firstborn when you know you're going to have another baby every 9 months till you're dead. But we're here for the Commonwealth Games in Scotland. Well done. Sports are difficult for me. I have trouble following, and it has been a summer of sport, right? The World Cup, then Wimbledon, then the cricket, now Commonwealth Games. I have not been this confused and exhausted since I tried to win a holiday in Magaluf. Holy. I know. All I got was a drink. At that point, I wasn't even thirsty. I know a little bit about the British Empire until they lost it games. They started in 1930 and have been going ever since, with the exception of 42 and 46 when they were canceled because of the Second World War. But you, Glasgow, are powering through in 2014, right in the middle of Scotland's war against England. And I think that's very brave. I hope you win. Commonwealth. That's like an oxymoron. Commonwealth. Or the original title for the television show The Only Way is Essex. I don't know. In a poll conducted by the Royal Commonwealth Society, they found out that a quarter of Canadians would leave the Commonwealth. Half didn't know what it was, and the other quarter wouldn't answer the question because you didn't ask it en français. I know what it is. I know. It means like we fancy England, but England wants to keep seeing other people. That's cool. I guess in Canada, we try to model your political systems. That's one thing we do. Yeah, we had a mayor who famously smoked crack. He still couldn't manage to dick everything up as bad as your leaders. Another thing we didn't take is your class. We have literally no class. Canadians willy poutine with our fingers. But we also don't have a class system. We genuinely don't. We don't. We have rich and poor people. We just don't think it's polite to keep reminding them what they are. But here, you're very organized. You're very like, oh, what are you? What are you? You're working class? What are you? What are you? You have to group things, like you've got socioeconomic Asperger's. What is that? Right? What am I? Well, let's just say we weren't rich enough to have a flag on a mast, but not poor enough that we had one in the window. What's that? In London, you have to choose. You have to, like, identify. There's working class, middle class, and Russian. You know, pick one. And we queue. We took that for we queue, but we don't get powerfully excited about it like you do. I've seen people running to join a queue. They can't wait to get there. Right? Just running, just for the kid. There's no bus. The bus is off. The guy's not even in the bus. It's just like they want to get in 5 minutes of good queuing before they leave. They love that. Like, you're queuing for a bus, not a blowjob. Relax. We are obsessed with the royal family in Canada. Obsessed, though we have no idea what they do. The Queen's got to contend with Prince Philip. I like him. I know, he's not very PC. I've grown to like that. You introduce him to a tribeswoman with ears down to her armpits, tits down to her knees. He's not going to say something bang on about deforestation, is he? You'd be disappointed if he did. It's one of the only British things we can count on, right? The economy's up and down, the weather's all over the place. Put Prince Philip in front of an Australian, he will use the word convict almost immediately. What about the young royals? Ooh, the young royals, they're so cool. Prince William in Canada was in our teen magazines. He was pitched to us like a heartthrob. Genuinely, he was shown to us like, ooh, Prince, I had posters of him on my wall. It was like he was in a boy band. One's Direction. He was very special. Not Prince Harry, though. They never mentioned him. He was just like the little ugly one following in the back, like, how the tables have turned on that. I don't want to be explicit, but what I would do to that kid, no military training in the world could prepare him for. Yum. That is the most successful change of luck story of a ginger orphan since Annie. Yes. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy your Commonwealth Games. I'll see you soon. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Catherine Ryan. Anybody name any of these flags? Top left, you know that? The lion carrying a knife. That'd be a great flag for us. No idea. Anybody else? Sri Lanka, somebody said. Is that the lion with the knife? Sri Lanka? Well done, sir. I wish there was a prize, but you're on national TV as an expert. That is Sri Lanka's flag, is it? That'll be draped across George Square amidst the boozing masses when the ping pong comes to town. Even Nando's have got a country in the bottom right there. It's exciting. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, keeping on with the international lineup all the way from South Africa. He's superb. You're going to love him. Ladies and gentlemen, please go wild. Show some love for the wonderful Trevor Noah.
Thank you. I didn't plan to be like this. I injured myself. I was playing football, and then I got the torn meniscus in the knee. It was the same injury that Luis Suarez had. I've learned not to tell that to Scottish people, though, because they all say the same thing. I say, oh, they go, oh, what happened to your knee? I say, oh, the same thing that happened to Luis Suarez. They go, oh, so he bit you? No, he didn't. I tore the meniscus, which means now I cannot walk. I haven't been able to walk for 3 months now, which is not the worst thing that's happened to me, to be honest. The worst thing is that I don't enjoy the toilet anymore. I didn't realize how much I actually enjoyed going to the toilet. It's one of the most sacred places for me as a person. I enjoy it. It gives me solace from my relationship. Because it's the one place women can't follow you to, which I really enjoy. Because they would follow you if they could. Like, women go with each other to the toilet, which is a strange occurrence. Then they would go with men as well. And the longer you're in a relationship with a woman, the more you realize this. You'll stand up at 10 o'clock at night, and she'll be like, where are you going? To check on my bitches. Where do you think I'm going? To the toilet. It's free. It's wonderful. I go there. I'm with myself, by myself. I play Candy Crush. That's pretty much all I do. If you're going to play Candy Crush, though, I've learned you should turn the volume off on your phone. Otherwise, it sounds creepy from the outside. Because people walk past and all they're hearing is, tasty, delicious. But now I'm here. And I'm learning about the place slowly. I tried to learn the accent from very limited references. Shrek and 300, mostly. Which means I say donkey well. And I can threaten people. Which works in Glasgow, funny enough. Yeah, I practiced a lot. I practiced so much I was excited to get it right. I got into the taxi driver was there. I was like, take me to Glasgow, please. He was like, okay, we find it together, eh? Wasn't exactly what I planned. He was probably from Edinburgh. Scottish summer is weird, because it's not summer. I know I'm African, so I'm spoiled, but it's just not. People are running around in shorts, forcing it. It's not summer. If it's not summer, it's not summer. Don't force it. Summer doesn't work on your schedule. If it's not hot, it's not summer. You guys are like, it's summer, it's not summer yet. It's not. The worst thing I've learned is don't complain about the weather to Scottish people. They get very sensitive. I said to one guy, I was like, oh, it's a bit chilly. He said, what? You think this is cold? I said, yeah, it's very cold. He said, oh, you think this is cold? You should come back in January. I said, oh, does it get better? He said, no, it gets worse. Well, then why would you invite me back? What sick person invites you back to a time you'd enjoy even less? Oh, Jewish guy. Oh, should have been in Germany in the 30s. Aye. Why would you do that? Just tell me when it gets warmer. I'm enjoying it out here. It's fun. It's different. Commonwealth Games. That's going to be fun. Yeah, there's not many sports I enjoy. I won't lie. I think athletics is everything. Everything else is a waste. It's true. I just want to see people run. Gunshot run. Gunshot run. Reminds me of home. And now they say rowing is coming to the next Commonwealth Games. That's probably my favorite sport. Because nothing epitomizes rich people like rowing. Just everything about it. Yes, yes. We'll be in boats that nobody else can afford. We'll do what nobody else can do. Ah, I love this. I love this. That's not rowing. That's how they push poor people away. Go away. Go away, all of you. Go away. Ah, Scotland. What a wonderful place Glasgow has been. I just walk around all day. That's all I do. Well, not walk, but walk. I like it because you don't get to walk much in South Africa where I'm from. I mean, you can walk. It's just it'll probably turn into a run. It's a lot more exciting. This is partly because of the crime, right? Not to say we have a lot of crime. It's just that we have crime. Whereas here you guys don't have crime. That's why you can walk around. And I know you guys say you have crime, but I've seen it. It's not crime. It's not crime. It's cute crimes, It's like you stab people. That's cute. That's just like... It is, because it's one person at a time. It's just like, me next, me next. It's not like crime. Like in South Africa, people do like real crimes. Like they blow up ATMs. That's like crime, And that's just because they forgot their PIN number. That's crime. You guys don't have crime. We got real crime. I don't know like how I could live here, because every day you know you're going to get home. I don't know how you live with yourself. It's just, it's just so boring. No wonder you guys drink so much. You must come and visit South Africa, all of you. I mean, I came to Scotland in your summer. And I'm enjoying it. A lot of British people complain, though, when they come back. I met one guy who complained way too much. He said, oh, I don't like it because of the crime. It was just too much crime for me, Trevor. Way too much crime. I said, what crime happened to you? Did any crime happen to you? He said, yeah, actually, crime did happen to me. I had my wallet, and I was in a restaurant, and I put it down on a table, and then I left. And when I came back, the wallet was gone, and I didn't appreciate that. All right? That was crime. I said, what? That's not crime. He said, that's crime. I said, that's not crime. You think that's crime? You should come back in January, my friend. You should come back in January. You guys have been fantastic. Thanks so much for having me. Have a good night.
Trevor, no, everybody! Give it up for him. Carrying an injury. It's still done the job. Professional. Good to see. So we're here, Glasgow. We're getting a nice summer. It is. We get nice weather these days. That's been the last few years. We've had some nice weather. Barbecue weather, but disposable barbecue. You don't want to get complacent and make a reckless decision. That's a sound economic decision you need to make on the first nice day. You don't go score and buy a barbecue for like 100 quid. You get a quote first. 100 quid for a barbecue, a fiver for a disposable. We're going to need 20 nice days for that to be economically viable. Nah. We'll buy a disposable, and if it's nice the next day, we'll buy another disposable. And if it's nice the day after that, we'll buy another disposable. That's it, and then the heatwave continues. You feel like a contestant on Deal or No Deal. You've dealt far too soon. Fivers racking up, 3 weeks of nice weather. You've got nothing to show for it. Devastating. We got a 26 degrees. That was the record last year. That's an exciting day. I've seen my dad so thrilled sitting there. You enjoy your nice day, your disposable barbecue, and then you need to come home and watch the global weather report. I like to see how you compared on the big league, watching the results coming in. 26. Look at that, son. We're only 2 behind Madeira. Get in here. Here, we've beat Venice. Get in here. And the camera moves to the Middle East. His heart just breaks. Abu Dhabi, 52, for fuck's sake. But there's no pubs in Abu Dhabi. What's the point in a 52 if you can't go to a beer garden? Anyway, we're going to crack on. We're going to finish in style. We've had South Africa, we've had Canada, we've had England. We're going to finish up with Scotland, one of our own. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Danny Boy.
God, I hope that's not the starter gun we're using. How are you all? You all right? So, Commonwealth Games, eh? Well, Glasgow, you've not done so well on the wealth bit, but you've done very well on the common bit. I read in the paper today they were trying to put cricket into this Commonwealth Games. Then someone pointed out, you know it's in Scotland. People don't give a shit about cricket here. If you ever see a guy with a cricket bat in Glasgow, he's not on his way to the village green, right? I love this city, it's great. I was here last weekend and I love watching Scottish women on a Friday night. That sounds terrible. I mean, I don't mean with binoculars from a tree, right? I mean, I love observing Scottish women on a Friday night because there's a certain procedure with which you guys go out drinking, isn't there? Like, you go home after work and you go out and you look fantastic, ladies. Oh, lovely, fragrant and sophisticated. Bouncy hair. How'd you get that hair to bounce? I love the bounce, bounce, bounce. Little bag, bouncing with the hair, bounce, bounce, bounce. And you meet each other outside that all bar one, bounce, bounce, bounce. Compliment each other. Nice bag, Gemma, thank you. Fragrant, sophisticated, classy. And then you go into that pub. What happens in there? I watched the same group of women come out 2 or 3 hours later. It was definitely the same group of women. What happened in there? The walk is immediately different, right? The walk in was stylish, sophisticated. The walk out, it's kind of the cross, where's the bounce? There's no bounce anymore. It's just a confused, hair stuck in a face, bag wide open, you know. Shit falling out, trying to find each other. You're together. Where's it? And then there's that conversation that has to happen, yeah, amongst groups of women on a Friday night all over Scotland when they come out of the pub. You know the one. Right, shut up, listen, shut up. Shut up, listen. Girls. Shut up, listen. No, seriously, shut up. Where are we going? Guys, listen. Shut up, listen. No, I thought, no, where are we going? I don't know, let's just go! Yeah, but where are we going? I don't know, let's just go! Who are we waiting for? Who are we waiting? Gemma! Oh, what a bitch. She's talking to that bloke. Did you see her bag? What an ugly piece of shit. What happened in there? where are we going? I don't know, let's just go. An hour later, they're still there. No one has gone anywhere until eventually one breaks away. You know the one, the independent one. She's had enough. Right, that's it, I'm going. No, I'm going. If you want to come, come, I'm going. I'm sick of this. I'm going, that's it, I'm going. Sick of it, sick of it. And then the one that somehow managed to develop a limp during the evening. There's always one, there's no explanation for this. She's the one that follows. I'm coming, wait, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming. Where are we going? I don't know, let's just go. What's all this about, ladies? Explain this one to me, please. What's this? Right, girls, right, we're gonna go, right, finally decided. We're gonna go to that club, right? Go to that club. Right, excellent, we're all going to the club. Come on, let's go to the club. Oh, we're gonna get a taxi. Right, we'll get a taxi. Taxi. Get a taxi. Get a taxi. What are you doing? Why are you taking your shoes off? You're getting into the back of a cab in Glasgow. That's the last place you should take your shoes off. I never quite understand that. You never see blokes do that, do you? All right, lads. That was good, didn't it? That was good. We're going to go to that Indian restaurant. Aye, we'll go to the Indian. Aye. We'll get a taxi. Aye, we'll get a taxi. Aye. Aye, we'll get a taxi. Aye, come on, we'll get a taxi. Aye, we'll get a taxi. I love it, though. It's just little things that define our drinking culture in Scotland. Just the little things that separate us from all the other Commonwealth countries. Like, I was in a pub in Edinburgh, and there was a big table of people next to me. And there was one guy standing up taking the round for the table. You've seen this a million times. Concentration. He says, right, let me get this right. 3 pints of lager, 2 vodka Coke, 2 vodka orange, 1 whiskey Coke, 1 bottle of Beck's. Right, don't talk to me now. And he went to the bar, and he's regurgitated this order. He got the whole of drinks, and he got the whole thing. And it was a huge, big round of drinks. But he didn't use a tray. No, I'm not French. He was going to carry this round back to this table through this crowd of people, and it was amazing. He just did one look, and the one look from the bar told him everything he needed to know about the situation. He needed to know, right, I've got to go down there, over that, in that side that, over them, watch out for that, and then get into there. Right, no bother. Right, let's get you puppies home. Right. And then he turned around, and concentration was incredible, as he just diligently kept his eyes on the drinks, for he knew from memory where he had to go. And he slowly made his way through this crowd. It was so majestic. It was like a Scottish Tai Chi. Didn't spill a drop. He couldn't say excuse me because he had 2 bags of crisps in his mouth. Excuse me. I said excuse me. Oh, I can pull that for you. And then he went through. It was amazing. And he got to the table. And this is what I'm talking about. He just did a little thing. You will not see this in any other country. Drinks come down onto the table. As soon as they hit the table, he just went. Waste not, want not. And everyone was like, hey! And his mate, one of his mates went, hey, you forgot my bottle of Beck's. And without missing a beat, he went, oh, did I? And he just pulled it out of his sock. Never doubt me. Little things. The little things which show our mentality towards drinking is different from every other Commonwealth country you'll go to. I'll give you the best example. I was in a clothes shop in Edinburgh a few months ago. And it was one of those clothes shops where, of course, they had no mirror in the fitting room. I hate that. You have to come out and use the one in the shop in front of everyone. Just so some prick can say, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. I really look you. I don't. It's a communal mirror, it's me, and there's a guy next to me. Maybe 18, 19-year-old kid, right? He's just trying on his shirt. This is the shirt he's thinking about wearing out that night. And he just did a little thing, which I guarantee you will not see in any other country except Scotland. This kid just went... Just need to see how the pint will go with the shirt later on. Thanks very much for listening, folks. Take care of yourselves. Always a pleasure, Glasgow.
Danny boy! What a way to finish, ladies and gentlemen. You have been watching live at the Commonwealth. Please keep your applause going for Trevor Noah, Catherine Ryan, Simon Evans, and top of the show, Danny boy. Good night. Thank you.
Next on BBC One, what the games mean to the people of Glasgow and its deprived communities in Commonwealth City.